Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing how, when it does happen, The Mandalorian Season 4's replacement, that there being The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and how it might have the opportunity to fix the show's biggest dilemma, the show's biggest problem from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Making that transition to the theatrical release is one thing, but there may be a whole lot more of an intention making the jump from the small screen to the big screen. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here, not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article. As an overall garnering source, I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. So as we had touched on, following the lackluster reception, unfortunately, from The Mandalorian Season 3, exclusively streaming on Disney+, especially into comparison of not just its first two seasons, but pretty much every other Disney+ Star Wars show as well, Lucasfilm isn't just changing the format of what Season 4's story may very well be telling and translating that from a Season 4 into the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but in fact that Lucasfilm is looking to steer clear of a huge Season 3 misstep with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Set to release on May 22nd of 2026 next year, a little less than a year coming out, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie will arrive 3 years after Season 3 of The Mandalorian released on Disney+, whose Mandalore-heavy story fell flat with some audiences. With filming now complete, actor Brendan Wayne, the body double for Pedro Pascal's Mando, and often under the Beskar helmet, shared what the film is intentionally doing differently to fix its past mistakes. Essentially, this quote-unquote mistake was that Season 3 delved just too far into much of the Mandalore lore that we saw in Season 3, which really kind of confused many fans out there, even if they is surface level fans or diehard fans at the same time. In recently talking with Rebel Force Radio, Brendan Wayne had explained that The Mandalorian and Grogu is a return to the show's original storytelling, in that the galaxy's favorite father and son are really the forefront, and so into comparison, you're able to kind of compare what the movie's going to be about as into the first two seasons of The Mandalorian, where they're kind of just having adventures and this kind of father-son duo aspect of things really as well. He says and explains that then there in quote, "I will say about the movie itself, I think that we go back into the storytelling originally that we loved with Mando. We're not growing another tree just to make a bigger universe. We're with the kid and Mando quite a bit, and their journey is forefront." Ending that quote right there. Also into the sense as of how I mentioned of that there's just so much more lore going on in The Mandalorian Season 3 with Mandalore. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, some audiences, diehard or not of a Star Wars fan, might have found some confusion. And Mandalorian and Season 3 also did a lot more of universe building, a lot more world building. We went to other worlds and had a lot of other characters that also kind of took the forefront, especially Bo-Katan Kryze. Not that there's anything wrong with that, maybe just give her her own show, which I think would equally do great, if not maybe even better, because she's also a very complex character and has actually been around longer than The Mandalorian. And while Mando and Grogu were present throughout The Mandalorian Season 3, of course, they weren't always the focus or the driving force throughout it. Bo-Katan Kryze, played Katie Sackhoff, enjoyed more of an arc than the show's titular character, and the season was criticized for its various plot lines and also celebrity cameos. It was a bit of a cameo show here and there. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just something to kind of steer a bit clear from, and that's something that The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is going to be doing, especially granted that they have much more of a limited allotment of time into comparison of The Mandalorian show being on Disney+. You have like, what, 6-7 episodes, each of those being anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour long. There is like 7 hours worth of content that they're able to put out there, 7 hours worth of storytelling that they're able to do with a Season 4 of The Mandalorian, and we'll get to that. I do think that that is going to still happen. Just whatever they had written initially for Season 4 to be about has been condensed and shortened into now the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. As a result of the many different plot lines kind of going on, the many very different characters that had taken some of that centric kind of main character energy, and as a result of the show had struggled to maintain fan interest, with Season 3 producing The Mandalorian's worst audience demand since its debut, unfortunately. And while Jon Favreau had already written The Mandalorian Season 4 in January of last year, 2024, Lucasfilm announced the series' story would continue in a theatrical film, at least for the time being. And while Brendan Wayne's comments offer hope to Star Wars fans who felt Season 3 sidelined the series' main stars and what the show is really supposed to be about, it's also important to remember that many details remain unknown about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. The 2026 film represents an unprecedented direction for the franchise as well. We haven't really ever seen something like this. For instance, the question of whether The Mandalorian will work as a theatrical film, that universe, those characters, and everything like that. After all, that original storytelling that Wayne had referenced was episodic and meant for a streaming series, not a self-contained cinematic story necessarily. So seeing how that's all going to kind of translate on over is going to be quite, very, I think, fascinating to see translate over, but I think that we're definitely in some great hands because of Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Another question, especially in light of The Mandalorian and Grogu refocusing on their titular characters, is that the conflict and the stakes will be, what are they going to be? Season 2 ended with Grogu leaving Mando to train with Luke Skywalker, only for the two to be swiftly reunited in a whole nother show, The Book of Boba Fett. Also, their longtime nemesis Moff Gideon was seemingly dispatched at the end of Season 3, same as Season 2, same as Season 1, but he always comes back. So, is he going to be back for the movie? Let me know what you guys may think in the comments down below, as well as all of your other thoughts. Would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.